First I want to shout out PA Dre, man. You know, we talk about all these other producers. That's what Nicholas Craven, you and I talk about a lot. Darren Jill, all these other young brothers and stuff. PA Dre, I just want to give him his flowers. I think both of us are on record or at the table together where we talk about PA Dre, him being obviously the in-house producer for RJ Payne. Those two working together, man. We talk about Ransom and Nicholas Craven. What are we doing with Payne and PA Dre?
I'm going to tell you what we're doing with Payne and PA Dre.
Right.
PA Dre and Nicholas Craven are my two favorite producers in hip hop. And
Okay.
they're my two favorite producers because they're producing two rappers who I think are the two best rapping MCs. And PA Dre's production is great. It is personally, PA Dre is my favorite producer currently as we speak.
Now, how dope is this for Payne to do this project and you grabbing West Coast legend Ice-T, who was in the movie New Jack City? Obviously, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of conversation between those two as Payne was doing the writing, you know what I mean?
I think that is incredible. I think the people who know how important New Jack City was as a quote-unquote hood movie, we always hear about Boys in the Hood and Men's Society and Juice, right? But y'all keep forgetting New Jack City was the same. Just as good.
I got New Jack City right there. Boys in the Hood, Men's Society, all
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely.
Juice, all that.
Absolutely.
At the table.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the iconic, legendary hip-hop man himself, Ice-T as a narrator is fire.
So we got Ice-T on the intro, of course, New Jack City vibe, a whole movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, back to PA Dre also, are we sleeping on the fact that Payne is doing a movie soundtrack in New Jack City? PA Dre kind of got to go in his movie bag, like a different chamber to make these kind of beats though.
And we're gonna highlight that because that we noticed that.
Yeah,
we're going to highlight that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nino's Revenge, Watts. You know, RJ talking, Nino getting shot at the banister. We know about that part already of the movie. Can I go here to afterbirth of Nino Brown? Because that's what I feel listening to this whole project, man. You know what I'm saying? Him talking about listening to 50 Cent, Rich Die Trying. So Payne is throwing in an old movie with new lingo, stuff like that, man. Story of Corey and Scotty and everything, son. Talk to me, Watts. Nino's Revenge. Not Roxanne's Revenge, Nino's Revenge.
Payne writes a sequel to New Jack City and picks off where the original movie ends.
Right.
I thought PA produced a movie score. You know how they say you score a movie? This felt like he was scoring a movie, right? Payne paints a vivid picture and showcases some of the best storytelling I've ever heard, right? I'm on the run eating, I'm Nori, I surely choose. I mean, you know I felt that. But I'm sitting in the whip, listening to Fifth, Get Rich and Die Trying, having visions of a brick. This song gave me Biggie Niggas Bleed Just Like Us feel. In the storytelling, in the production, in the storytelling, and in the production. This first song felt like a score produced by Dre, storytelling of Niggas Bleed because it was that vivid, and just out the gate, immaculate writing combined with PA Dre's production.
Track 2, we got Ghost of CMB, not to be confused with Lil Wayne and the rest of the Cash Money Brothers, but this is the first CMB that we heard of. This beat is dope. Cash Money Brothers, we back, we going global again. Yes, y'all, Def Squad, like Reggie Noble and them. You would appreciate that. Funk Dr. Reggie Noble, Jersey, Brick City. You know the vibes already. Funk Dr. Spot. Talk to me, watch the Ghost of CMB, man.
Quotable gem. I got the motive to win. Unzip my leather jackets. Let the flats blow in the wind. Cash Money Brothers, we back. We going global again. Death Squad like Reggie Noble and them.
Yeah, I
Come
felt
on,
that.
man. You knew, you felt it, and I felt it too. We felt it. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was fire production. I thought this was a fire verse of
He is dope.
storytelling. I
He is
thought
dope.
P.A. Dre was another
He is
perfect
dope.
blend
He is dope.
to match Payne's lyricism.
Next track, G Money. Now listen, you can't do a story like this and not have a song titled G Money. I just feel you have to have a song called G Money for title of a song, right? Having a project like, you know, this about New Jack City. We talked about recruiting the Dunner Man and Keisha. The Carter getting infiltrated. G Money being in love with the product talk. Nino clapping. You know, it's a dope song. You know what's funny though? Payne got bars, but to me, this project, it doesn't have to be bar heavy when you're telling the story. You feel what I'm saying? Me and you go back to Sticky Fingers, Kirk Jones, right? Because I feel like I'm comparing this to Kirk Jones in a way, right? Talking about G Money, Watts.
So I want to just piggyback on something you said. You said you feel like the lyricism wasn't, he didn't have to be a super lyrical to paint these pictures and tell a story, right?
In a way, no, in a way you do, but you don't have to be lyrical, spiritual.
No. I agree.
You just go to a different chamber.
I agree, and that's why
storytelling fire.
And that is why I said it gives me niggas bleed feel and warning feel, because Biggie wasn't getting super lyrical miracle. Yeah. He was just painting the picture so you could get it. G Money, it's enough vivid storytelling on full display. The Carter got infiltrated and my brother stealing bread. You asking me how I know? Because he got to deal with the feds. Where's the love? It wasn't as real as we said. Where's the love? It wasn't as real as we said. I shed a tear as I put the steel to his head. I mean, this is just dope, vivid. Like you can clearly see and imagine what he's talking about while he's rapping it. And that was dope.
Being that Payne is from our era, him seeing this movie before, like seeing the movie before, I think plays a big part as an MC. Yeah, you can watch it now and still make a picture of it, but being that you were outside when the movie happened, like Payne was probably, it's easy for him to probably do that, and you having conversations with Ice-T and everything like that. I like what Payne is doing so far with the project, Watts. Now,
I love what Payne is doing. And I also love how P.A. Dre is using the perfect beat to go with the rhymes so far in every song.
I think any time a producer does has the obligation, Watts, to hold down the boards when he's doing a project like this, he plays the biggest integral part, just as big as the MC. You feel what I'm saying? When he's doing a project like this.
Yes.
Nino versus the State, Watts. Talk about Nino's girl, the light-skinned shorty. Hiring a cousin, the light-skinned nigga from the bank. Wait for it. This song gave me Testify vibes. This gave me Testify vibes big time. Nino basically talking to his girl. Nino Brown ain't snitch, my action was testified. Shorty can handle that shit. Pour the champagne on the head, like cancel that. We know the infamous line, of course, from New Jack City, Watts, man. Talk to me, brother. Nino versus the State.
I thought Nino versus the State, like you said, complete common Testify vibe.
Yeah,
but I thought he set this off brilliantly. I mean, just the way he set it off. Look now, after that, there should be no further debate. Allow me to break it down. It was Nino versus the State. Wifey testified against me. My ego hurt from the gate. But why am I surprised? We all know that Eve worked with the snake. I mean, that was a ill way to set this off. Nino Brown back. I want my throne. I'm a legend. Effortless storytelling. Once again, dope P.A. Dre production to match the way Payne was rhyming. Dope song.
Next song, Where Do I Begin, featuring L Biz. Wait for it, brother. One of my favorite songs on here is this song right here with L Biz, man. I like the beat a lot. I like L Biz on the hook. This is one of the few songs that has a hook. Cause Payne is just rhyming, dogs. He just painted a picture. Ain't no hook. I'll give you a whole movie in one verse. But this one had an actual hook on here, man. I like this song a lot, man. Storytelling, Lennox Ave voice talk, hood talk, kids passing pistols talk, being raised by the blocks talk. Talk to me, Watch, man. Where do I begin featuring L Biz, man?
Okay, first of all, the bass on this is insane. You turn the bass up on here, it's crazy. This gives me strong boom bap head nod feel, just off of the production alone.
Right.
Then you just get to Payne's rapping. In fact, that's the insanity grew. What you expect? The killer was the only family I knew. See, the Camry was white. See, the cocaine was white and the Camry was blue. What would you do with these cards if they should have handed them to you? I mean, this was just once again ill, dope collab of everything Payne was rapping about and how P.A. Dre hit you with the production, man. Like, it was continuity. Every song was a continuation from the last. So he was telling the movie.
I'm glad you went there. I'm so glad you went there. That's where I was going right now. Continuation of the last song. I wonder if Payne is wrestling with that, Watts, in the sense of, okay, every song has to match. Because I'm giving y'all a movie and shit. You feel me?
So, do you see what you're saying? He's giving us a movie. This is crazy.
Yeah. That's why I gave Sticky Fingers mad props. Me and both of us did on Kirk Jones. Because when you do a shit like this, Watts, you got to really be on point and think out the box and really dive into that character, movie.
And he's taking a classic hood movie that's not really talked about. You're getting complete, solidified authenticity by using Ice-T. And then, I mean, there's no debate about the rapping. Right. And guess what? It's time for all of you dudes who love production, because there's so many production guys out here that got a lot to say about production. Well, guess what? Here's production for you.
Right. Facts. Next song, Robin Hood. Someone basically making out the hood, but with still, taking care of the hood, so to speak, whether for good or bad. Almost like in the movie New Jack City, when Nino was doing his thing in the streets, but still handing out turkeys on Thanksgiving. You understand what I'm saying? I've been saving people for real, like Dr. Sebi says. This is Nino Brown Day song, basically. Why? It's like a Nino Brown national anthem song for praising Nino Brown. Almost, brother. Talk to me, man. Robin Hood, man.
First of all, the production gave me a soul-filled production.
Okay, right. Thanks.
And they hated a nigga logic, broke a couple of eggs, but that's what it takes to make an omelet. I got engaged to the streets. We couldn't stay platonic. I keep my faith in Muhammad and play the chronic. Come on, man. How can I not feel that?
I felt that.
How could I not feel that? How can you listen to it and not feel that? This is, when you hear this, you know why all the legends and icons in hip-hop that me and you love gravitate to him. Because when they hear him, they're hearing what they love about hip-hop. That's what they hear.
Do you think his peers now try to follow him more than the legends do? The legends show him love.
Yes.
But what about his peers?
Yes.
The niggas outside.
Yes. They're fronting on him, and they're hoping. I hope the younger crowd don't get to know him and start boosting him, because then you're gonna have nothing to say.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot to say what you said after this review. So what you just said, brother, I got a conversation I want to get with you about.
Okay.
Track 9, Watts, investments. I like this joint a lot. Talked about Scotty, who was Ice-T, obviously. Talked about the Dread from Jamaica. Hey, Reggie, you know why I go out when Ross is talking about the Keisha Buck, the Dread and shit in New Jack City and everything, man. Talk to me, Watts, man. Investments, man.
Jumped in the whip, sped to the store in 15 minutes or less. A nigga stepped in the door, blunt lit, out on the table like we praying for war. Shit, it's business, never personal. I said it before. Come on, man. The way he was breaking that down, this was a head nod, boom bap feel. The way he's breaking down the investments. Payne talked about investments from drugs to vinyl. That's the key. So now, as he's telling the story, as him coming back, he's like, oh, wait a minute, you're not getting your money from drug money? You doing it with records? So he's breaking that down. So he's continuing the movie and the story.
But it's also like he's putting a twist on the story also. With the movie, putting a 2020 twist to it also. That's what's dope about this project, Watts. that he's sticking to the script with New Jack City, but still putting upgraded twists on it, right?
Yes.
Next song, brother. Family Business featuring Jojo Pellegrino and Mr. Ali Vegas. Now, people ask why we laughing, though, because me and Watson spoke about Ali Vegas for the longest, but I'll get into that in a minute, man. Now, Watts, I'm pretty sure when you decide to have, because these are the only collaborations on this project besides Elbiz, right? So when Payne decides to holler at Jojo Pellegrino or Ali Vegas, he basically got to give them the blueprint and the treatment of the project. Nigga, I don't need a regular 16. Like, I need to let you know what I'm doing here. You feel me? Because that's when you see Jojo Pellegrino start talking about Nino and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Ali Vegas. You know, I like Ali Vegas. Ali Vegas, I ain't gonna lie. On flow alone, man, that nigga's flow is nasty. I ain't gonna hold you though, man. But Payne finishes it off talking about building a new Carter. Obviously, we know about the Carter and everything like that. We got infiltrated, like, you know, from the Carter. Talk to me, Watts, Family Business, man.
This is first of all, I call this cinematic theme music.
All right.
The production that P.A. Dre did for this.
All right.
Pellegrino sets it off. He introduces Ali Vegas to Leatherface.
Yep.
All three rappers get busy into their storytelling bag, like you said. He gave them the concept. He told them how we're going to do this, conversational storytelling style.
Right.
And then, of course, Payne brings it home. It's a dope song, man. Love this song.
Next song, The Conversation featuring Ice-T. I like this beat a lot, man. It was beat by P.A. Dre for The Conversation. It's fire, man. One of my favorite beats on this project. And keep it 100 with you, Watts. The police following behind Nino. Nino not being dead, Watts. Talk to me, man. The Conversation, man.
The conversation, the storytelling is mind-blowing. Hopped in the whip, sunk in his seat, laughing, then pulled off speeding with F the police blasting. He's still standing there, sucking his teeth, gasping. Meanwhile, everything I touch in the street is platinum. Like, there's times he's telling a story, but while he tells the story, he just starts getting busy rapping, and you can hear it. Like he just starts. I'm like, yo, this is RJ Payne. Like, when you're hearing the storytelling, then you have to remind yourself, yo, RJ Payne is dead nice. Like, he's dead nice. Another dope fire story.
Last song, Watch Road to the Riches. Not to be confused with Cool G Rap and DJ Polo. Road to the Riches project. We gotta get to that project one day, man. Once again, man, the beat, man. This beat is fire on this song, man. This really gave me hood movie vibes. This beat alone, remember Juice? That beat, bam, 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 bam. But this kind of gave me this kind of vibes a little bit, though, Watch. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Bumping into Scotty, getting chased by the boys, 1,000 birds in the whip. Watch. Talk to me, man.
I thought Payne ends this cinematic movie with vivid storytelling, talking about the road trip, getting stopped by cops, only having vinyl on him. I don't sell drugs, I sell vinyl. Chill G, the piano man, I'm still in position to deal a key. Come on, man, just dope. I thought, and I love the way he ended it. So from beginning to the end, he told the story and ended it with, in a new way, how he's still functioning in the game, but instead of drugs, it's vinyl. You know what I'm saying?
Which is dope.
Which is super dope.
Watch, how much? Talk to me.
So, out the gate, concept album, amazing. Storytelling. One of the things Payne tweeted out, he said, yo, after this album, you're going to call me one of the best at storytelling. He wasn't lying. One of the best at storytelling. The production was amazing. The production was a co-MVP of this project.
It had to be, Watts.
The production by P.A. Dre is co-MVP. It absolutely enhanced the lyricism of RJ Payne. So saying all of that, concept, storytelling, fire production, every song continued the other song. Personally, to me, and I want to be clear, this is me speaking, only me. This is a 5-mic project, a 5-mic collaboration. If Cocaine Could Talk 7 is 5 mics.
All right, brother. I like everything you said. I'm giving this a 4.5 mic project, man. I really, really like this project a lot. For Payne to do what he did, and I gotta, like you said, the co-MVP, P.A. Dre. Obviously, we talk about P.A. Dre a lot, but I gotta say this, like I said before earlier when we talking about this. When you decide to do a shit like this, and you grab a producer, right? So he has to give you different kind of beats. It got to formulate to a movie. And P.A. Dre, to me, if any project he did for Payne or for Mickey Fax or whoever, songs with Inspector Deck and all that, he played a very integral part on here, man. Yo, like I said before, Watts, RJ Payne to do this, man. I am going to compare this, obviously, to Kirk Jones because that's the only project I felt was like this. So I'm definitely giving this 4.5, brother.